And there's the bell to start round one. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Nice counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. We wanted action, and they are delivering. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That counter shot lands. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Well done with that counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Insane action. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in. And there's the bell for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
A perfect counter shot. There's a counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. He threw a punch and just got countered. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice punch. Can't score with that jab. And he scores with the counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could change everything in this battle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Good?
Good man.
Way through camp, and ain't gonna go.
On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
counter shot. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter shot. Perfect punch. Nice job to block that uppercut. A perfect counter lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. They exchange punches. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Good counter punch. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. They have no respect for each other's punching power. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Just missed with that jab. Good counter punching. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That counter punch caught him clean. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Can't find a home for that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. On to the 6th round. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I've got to see that again.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Catch and shoot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch. They exchange punches. That uppercut doesn't land. There's a counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly... And there's the bell for round 7. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Nice counter shot. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice job getting that punch through. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They got out of the way of that right hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Well, if their intention is to anger the opponent, I think it's going to work. Another scoring shot there. perfect counter lands. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
GG.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout.